How did your dad try to turn you into someone you were never meant to be? Before I could even speak, my dad had already decided exactly who I should become. He didn't care if I was the smartest or the prettiest. His goal was simple. I had to be the perfect feminine daughter. And those aren't the same thing. As a kid, he flooded my life with dolls, pink birthday parties, pink clothes, a pink bedroom, pink bikes, basically pink everything. If I showed interest in anything he considered for boys, he'd shut it down immediately, like I was breaking some unwritten rule. The problem was, none of that felt like me. I loved catching bugs, climbing trees, watching horror movies, riding skateboards, and building strange little gadgets from random junk in the garage. I'd come home covered in dirt, and my dad would look at me like I'd embarrassed him in front of the whole neighborhood. By middle school, things only got worse. Every morning turned into the same argument. Why are you wearing hoodies? Why don't you do something with your hair? Sit like a lady. Speak more softly. Girls aren't supposed to act that way. To him, femininity wasn't a personality, it was a set of rules that had to be followed. My mom rarely stepped in. She'd give that tired look parents have when they know something isn't right but don't have the energy for another fight. Then my dad discovered beauty pageants. That was easily the worst day of my life. He signed me up without even asking. For months, he acted like I was some rising celebrity. Spray tans, makeup lessons, high heels, fake smiles, endless posture practice. I was only 14, learning how to wave at imaginary crowds. The strangest part, he truly believed he was helping me. One scorching afternoon, I walked downstairs wearing basketball shorts because it was nearly 95 degrees outside. He looked me straight in the eyes and said, "No man will ever respect you if you dress like that." I remember thinking, why is a grown man worried about men finding me attractive when I'm still a kid? That moment changed everything. Instead of arguing, I stopped completely. And somehow, that scared him even more. For the next 2 weeks, I became exactly what he wanted. Dresses every day, makeup before breakfast, perfect hair, soft voice, constant smiling. I even started calling everyone sweetie for absolutely no reason. My dad loved every second of it. He proudly told relatives I was finally becoming a proper young woman. What he didn't realize was that I was doing it on purpose. I pushed it so far that it became unsettling. I'd wake up at 5 every morning just to do full glam makeup before school. I carried etiquette books everywhere. I refused to do anything that seemed unladylike. One day I seriously asked my dad, "Are women allowed to eat ribs in public, or does that look too aggressive?" At first he laughed. Then he noticed I wasn't joking. From that point on, I'd stare at him with question after question. Can women raise their voices? Can women sweat? Can women repair cars? Can women disagree with men? Every answer he gave went straight into a little notebook I carried everywhere, a complete guide to becoming the perfect woman. By the 3rd week, he looked nervous every time I opened it. Then came the moment that changed everything. At a family barbecue, my little cousin asked if I wanted to play football outside. Before answering, I looked at my dad. Then I smiled and said, "Oh no, girls shouldn't play rough sports. We might seem unattractive." The entire backyard went silent. You could actually see the realization hit him. Those were his own words. Exactly. For the first time in my life, I watched my dad look genuinely ashamed. After that day, something shifted. Not overnight. He didn't suddenly become the perfect father, but the constant criticism faded. The comments became less frequent, until they finally stopped. A few months later, I walked downstairs wearing ripped jeans with grease stains all over them, after helping my neighbor repair a motorcycle.